can communicate.
Yes, we are done.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, madam. It's done. Yes.
Was still smiling.
Almost.
Can we have a chair so that we reduce that?
Agreement that we should not cross. Some people say, you people, you have taken long. They are those who confront me. You are the ones in the things. Look at the way this man appears. You know, my stomach threatens them sometimes. But I'm a true Ugandan. I reflect Uganda. We don't have malnourished people in Uganda. No, they are not there. We have milk, we have food variety. So why should I look emaciated in such a country? Now, it is that one doesn't add up. Even in the Bible, open the books of Proverbs 28. It says, when a nation sins before the Lord, the nation will change leaders one after the other. So we don't want to sin before God, so that we go back. And Uganda experienced this. 79, those who are of my age, I was a student, but I knew 79 who came. There was a president also for, I think, 3 months, 6 months. Our leaders were in, and there was even one of 28 days. Okay, 28, those are 2 months. 68 days, yeah, 3 months. 68, roughly, 2.5. 2. I'm told the literature was for 2 hours. So, it is there. Now, when we are with God and then with our country, the leadership will be stable. Your Excellency, the presidents have talked. You yourself, you have talked. Our leaders, the ministers, have talked. But sometimes Ugandans don't want to listen. Now I'm going to make this statement. Your Excellency, before I conclude, I would like to introduce the generals before you. The seniors have been introduced. Those ones who retired. Our elder, I don't want to disturb the elders. You know, in every village there is an elder. So those in active service, generals stand up and greet Her Excellency.
For us to reflect on the historical significance of Greater Massacre region in the liberation of our country. The people of Massacre provided support to Fronasa, Chikosi Malum, NRA during the People's Armed Resistance to the bad leadership of Idi Amin and Milton Obote years of ruin and misrule. In line with this year's theme, i.e., celebrating Pan-African solidarity and the people's sacrifice in the struggle for freedom and democracy for socio-economic transformation, there could not have been a better choice of venue than Massacre where the mustard seed of this solidarity and the people's sacrifice was sown. And I congratulate the people of Masaka. I thank the leadership of the UPDF for their thoughtful choice of this theme and the venue for the ultimate Tarehe Sita celebrations. We shall have the opportunity to listen to the wisdom of His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief in Masaka, in Greater Masaka on 6th. So I will keep my remarks for today's occasion very brief. So I am now going to say my brief remark. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me in a special way to salute the UPDF leadership, as well as the men and women in uniform across the ranks and file of our military, for the tremendous patriotic duty, service, and sacrifice that you continue to make in our country's development and stability. Today, the UPDF is a highly regarded military on the African continent and beyond, thanks to our peacekeeping missions, which, by the way, are driven by a genuine sense of Pan-Africanism and our dear leaders' commitment to the liberation of the African people since the 6th of February 1981 and before that. The UPDF's economic and business arm, the National Enterprise Corporation and associated companies such as NEC, Uzima Limited, NEC Trade, ProHel International, NEC Agro, SMC Limited, Luero Industries, and NEC Security Limited, as well as the UPDF Engineering Brigade, continue to lift the flag of UPDF high and inspire our countrymen and women through innovation, business acumen, and successful execution of infrastructure projects. Force, the future can only be brighter for the UPDF, and I want to thank the Army leadership for procuring equipment for UPDF Engineering Brigade to enhance their capacity to undertake various infrastructure projects. Projects such as Mandela National Stadium, health infrastructural works, and infrastructural works in the Ministry of Education and Sports. These successes are a testament of the capacity of the UPDF to be at the front line of Uganda's development efforts. To this, I hasten to add the UPDF's excellent work in improving agricultural productivity through the various farming projects, as well as supporting livelihood improvement programs of government like Operation Wealth Creation, whose contribution to the fortunes in the coffee sector, for example, speaks for itself. My friend, the General Katirima, has just been explaining how the Greater Masaka is the biggest producer of coffee in the country. And I know that during the OWC operations, millions and millions of coffee seedlings were supplied to that region. Would like to thank you, General Katirima, for going back to be with the people and supporting them to produce results in terms of production and productivity. And on this specific point of OWC, I would like to thank General Salim Saleh for leading those efforts. In a special way, I thank His Excellency, the President, for guiding on the improvement of the welfare of the men and women in uniform, as well as the officers of the UPDF. But equally important to appreciate are our gallant officers and men for your patriotic patience with the government on this issue. And I call upon the Committee of Defense and Internal Affairs, where I served as a member. Actually, I was the deputy chairperson at the time when I was in that committee, to always be as cooperative as possible to the members of defense and those from internal affairs when they come to interact with you in the committee. The details, as the general said, we can share them outside this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to note that the successes of the UPDF, amidst all challenges such as a small national resource envelope that has to compete for several other needs from other sectors, the UPDF has achieved so much with so little. We are always in cabinet crying for Tarehe Sita to go to our regions. One of the reasons is that with the little budget that you use during Tarehe Sita activities, you produce a lot. And that means that bureaucrats from government, ministries, departments, and agencies have to borrow a leaf from you, the UPDF team. This is a true winning spirit that was central to the success of the armed resistance that our founding father and leader launched on February 6, 1981. A startup force with only 27 guns, driven by sheer hope, determination, resolve, and patriotic calling to serve and liberate their country, was able to overcome all obstacles and march to victory on January 26, 1986. For this unprecedented achievement, we shall be forever grateful to His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for sharing his leadership talents and gifts with us, with Uganda, with Africa, and with the rest of the world. His gift of extraordinary leadership has brought us this far, and he continues to share his wisdom currently in Lango sub-region, where I'm expected to join them in the afternoon in the leaders' meeting. I don't know how the Deputy CDF will make me reach there on time. And on this note, ladies and gentlemen, we as the civilians now have gone in an advanced stage in mobilizing for His Excellency the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, in light of the 2026 election as our presidential candidate. And I humbly request for your